Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Houston Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Young. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Calm the fuck off!
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Rushes on him. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And they're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Houston wants to play fast. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
And I know he tucked that thing, and he got some good yards, but as a defense, that's exactly why you're so thankful to be in 3rd and long. You're backed up. You're taking away the passing game. No explosive plays. He takes off and run.
Bro, what? I'm switching to the...
You throw that fist in the air, and you force the...
That's so fucking bad, bro. That's so fucking bad. Just because I clicked on him?
For it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella.
This fucking game!
First down on the play.
Yeah, what a great second effort by the receiver. receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Bro, here we go.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air, it's Henderson.
Oh my gosh. He dropped it.
Just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more.
Offsides and then
opportunity in the pass game to make a play.
That's just tough.
Right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Back to pass. Makes a catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They just keep firing.
Why do they dive like that? Why is he diving like that? He's falling to their fucking knees.
He's just proving it time and time again, man.
Bail this nigga out all the way down the fucking field.
Down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
So my flats guy just went out of the flats for no motherfucking reason.
A great catch and run for 6.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Here's Arts to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Flying down the left side. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave...
Turning it on. Picks up the first down. They bring it down with the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
What the fuck?
Caught near the sticks. It's Young.
Bro, what the fuck? I don't get this motherfucking game, bro. Why are they leaving their zones?
Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He wants to change this route. The run inside. It's Hughes.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble on the play. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Going to the run, it's Hughes. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cougar!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And he's showing all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Running inside, it's Hughes.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. That's caught. It's McGarry.
They fucking did it again, bro. Why is he leaving his flat zone?
And when you run these drag routes, it's super
like, what the fuck? I turned the shit off.
His eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it.
I'm not getting it, bro. I'm not getting it.
After the catch.
Off play action on first down. They're working that left side.
Just leaving their fucking zones, man.
Second and 5 coming.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Picked up 5 on that last
Niggas don't even be doing shit. Throwing to wide motherfucking open people.
They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Keeps looking downfield. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Keeping it on the ground inside.
Bro.
And he got it
What the fuck?
That first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth
Parting
down.
of the Red Sea, and we just missed the tackle in the hole. Safety. Missed the tackle in the hole.
A couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Oh my God! And it,
Still going. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your
Why did he
time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing
don't
the
get
defense.
it, bro.
Understand that
What are
they're
they
dropping
doing?
back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Takes the handoff. It's Hughes.
I know what he's doing.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard.
Makes the grab in their space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He
had the running back wide open.
Not make his way to the corner.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Moves away as he feels pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On third down, he drops the throw.
Let's go.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got some room to run. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense takes matters into its own hands. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. To the air on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Henderson. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Bro, you're right there, bro. You're right there. You're right there.
A few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Arch Madness.
Okay.
In the backfield, it's Brown. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Under fire.
Bro,
he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to
Nigga just ran with my guy like he was just the fuck he was supposed to. Like, come on. Plastered his ass. If that's what they want to call it.
Calls his own number. Breaks into the open. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The defense was obviously fooled. I wonder if the offense called the wrong play and just lived to tell about it.
Or, you say you're a genius. You checked to that. You saw the defensive formation. You know what? Even if you saw that and you thought you could run the football on that situation, you're crazy. But it worked, so you're a genius.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing Manning. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give him a different look. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Number 96, set to kick off.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. One more snap coming before halftime. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
Timeout, Texas.
Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Crimson Tide looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing.
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Now on first down from the 28. Arch is going to throw for it. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play.
Oh my God, I fucked that up.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hit the speed burst too fast.
Down, it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, ready, go.
Leaves it with the back. Running into could be an alley. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Drake. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little.
No false start?
Pressure,
okay.
Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Damn.
Nowhere to go on that
Should have
one.
been 4-yard loss, and I still gave it.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Lurk that. Let's go.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out
he got me.
execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming
Yeah, I
out of
didn't
his
do that
hand.
shit.
The defense better do something different.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intent.
There's a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Oh, good shit.
The short hands, it's Young.
Thought I.
He picks up the first down.
That's bullshit.
The Cougars peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Scanning the field is Henderson. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get
Come
it
on,
himself.
man.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open...
Let's go.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Longhorn. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
I'll tell you, you love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a game-changing play.
He'll bring it out. It's straight. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Another interception. This guy just can't find his players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He He is taking a 1-0 approach, even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today. He said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Oregon's offense will go to work first. Here's a look at the explosive D'Air Hill. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And they choose to be aggressive. First play coming out, airing the football out, and the defense was absolutely not field. Nice job having discipline, being ready for the pass on the very first play, breaking on the football, and getting the juice early. The momentum on your side, making the first big play of the football game.
On the move, it's Ives. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. Here's the pressure, and it's a sack.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Some room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Snagged out of the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Trying to run, it's Hill. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Takes a hit as he fires. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense lining up for a first down play. To throw, it's Calandria. Lofts one high and deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. There's some room. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. On the ground, it's Ives. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up. But they
snags it and he's open. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Ives. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Snagged in the middle. It's Nelson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. In the red area, it's Ives. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play action fake. Touchdown Cornhuskers. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going. Continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following that last play, there is an injured Cornhusker who is still on the field. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing more. Pulls it in. It's Hill. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Now on the counter. Turning it on. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Cornhuskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute.
It's a running room. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Pocket breaking down. Got rid of it just in time.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd.
Set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Dante Moore throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Throws it deep. Goes high to pull it in. And he just kept running
country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Looking for space. It's Ives. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got enough for the first. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Making side adjustments here. Moore from the gun on third down. Release to the back. It's on target and complete. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The run inside. It's Ives. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Huskers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll try to get to the marker himself, and he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Slips a tackle. Following that last play, there is an injured Cornhusker who is still on the field. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. 2nd down coming up. Running inside. It's Ives. Maybe some room here. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska's going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And that last completion left them with 2nd and 1. And this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Using his legs, it's Ives. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, looking for a man. Using the quick game. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
To the air, it's Calandria. Under fire. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. That brings them to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. catch in the middle. It's Bear. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He is in. Touchdown, Oregon. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 5 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the home team engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Some gaudy numbers for that quarterback through 2 quarters of football. He's already eclipsed 200 yards through the air. Well on his way to one of the best passing days of his career, not to mention another W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly's always working the injuries on the sidelines. Holly, what have you got?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Rule at the half. Their quarterback has been terrific in this first half, but he has sustained some hits. I can tell you just from looking at him, his uniform, lots of wear and tear, bumps and bruises. I've seen him talking with the athletic trainer a couple of different times. They've got to do a much better job here in the second half, giving him some protection. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Catch is made at the 15. Slips through the line. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Moore. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. More to the air again. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the gun to give, looking for room. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Red pass, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Powers through the defender. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground, he's got it again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets it out fast. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd, but, and he's got room. The tag, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nebraska. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again, or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
All right, Holly. They'll send the back in motion.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start.
Breaks into the open. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch.
He's loose. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Again, it's Moore. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
It's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Calandria. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Myers on the move. Got his man downfield. Just keeps moving. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the defense catches a break on that one. Listen, he was open, and I think he was going to get the first down on that third down. But, man, just lack of focus. Sometimes you want to run so fast when you're catching that ball, and you just lose focus for a second and drop that football to the turf.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Here's Moore to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Floats it out in space. Great job on the containment end. They stop him for no gain.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
It'll be 3rd and long. On the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. On target. There he goes. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing Moore. Fires to the wideout. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Complete in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. It's Bear. Quick with the spin move. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Dante Moore. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Moore to the air again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Using his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, and he's free. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. The Cornhuskers punch back.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the 4th quarter, when you need the 2-point conversion?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because...
Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Timeout on the field. 2:03 remaining. The defense trying to manipulate that clock and maximize the time with the 2-minute timeout coming up. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll run the counter. Got a little grass. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to...
There he goes! Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The Ducks win the answer.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
Lining up to add another. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Let's go down to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Here's a heat. And to get rid of it quickly.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Oregon.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore. Rushes on him. And they got it. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season. Undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.